Hey guys, what's going on? Today, what I got here for you is a latch on and on relay switch. So the reason why I wanted to make this was because I have a Viper 5204 alarm system, and I have right here all these buttons here. Of course, you got the lock, unlock, remote start, all that's on there and fine and dandy. And well, if I click on like my aux button, I don't really have any settings there for it. So I was like, well, what can I do to like get something to work with the aux button? And I did a little research, and so I found out a lot of stuff I can do. My recent project I just got done doing with my aux button was being able to roll down my windows and roll back up. I used 2 channels to do that. Thinking about it, I think I could have done it in 1 channel, but I just didn't really think about it, and yeah, I just didn't really care as much. So 2 channels is whatever. I have 2 more channels left. No, actually I have 3 channels left. I'm about to replace my 2nd channel with this. This is going to allow me to turn on and off my radio whenever I want by clicking this aux button. Yeah, it's a you will need 4 relays, and I would recommend using 4 diodes. The diodes are right here within this tape. They're inside this tape. There's one right here and then one down there. If you can't see it, you'd see the other piece of tape right there. But yeah, it works. What I would recommend doing is make sure you do your research. I will put up the schematic that I have for doing these, how to hook up all these relays up to make it right. Before doing it, make sure it works before you put everything back together. And also, when I did this, I did not start with this little like cleaning up box looking thing right here. I actually took like a flat piece of cardboard and hooked them up and organized them and labeled each one of them. So and then I tested it and made sure it worked, and it did. And after that, I made this. So I was making sure that, hey, well, let's make sure this works too. I just got done testing it just a minute ago, and it works. So that means I can just close it back up and get set up. Yeah, I know it's a like Samsung Galaxy S5 case, but hey, it's really firm. It's nice. It's not gonna go anywhere. I just got done testing it, and the cool thing about it, the relays came with these slits, and I'm like, wow, well, I could just do that and use these slits to keep the box up there the way I want it inside my truck by using probably a couple drill some screws in and everything, and it'll look nice. And then you have your wires coming down, which you got your wire for your negative trigger, you got whatever you're trying to power, you got your ground, and then you got your power, your fuse 12-volt power. Also over here I got my whole diagram set up to how to set this thing up, and I did a couple things. Like I said, right here you're going to need 2 diodes right here. The other diodes are in the relay, but 2 diodes right here. One for a current to come through and go to the radio, and another one from the accessory ignition wire to come through and hit the radio. You need to make sure you do this, because if you have, for example, no diode here and power goes through, power could come back and most likely mess something up here, and you don't want that to happen. Yeah, so I will probably show you a demonstration of my radio working. First off, I might show you a test of a light coming on and off, proving that it works. Then we'll hook it up to the radio and we'll test it that way. Stay tuned. Alright guys, here we are. I'm about to do a test. Alright, so first off, let me show you where I'm at. This is my Viper system. Right here is where all the different settings are in the Viper system, that each wire will do a little thing for you or send out an output or input. Basically, what I'm doing is, and I'm sending a signal to my antenna, and it sends it all. The antenna sends the signal through the Viper system out this wire to tell this to turn on. Basically, now you see that this is my negative trigger, and it's going into the relays, and the relays will read it and switch over to on switch or off switch. It's a toggle switch. So also you want to make sure that you have a 12-volt wire, that it's alive and ready to go. Make sure you have a good ground. The ground is set up to right here, and see the blue is set up for on, and then this will tell me that the relay is turning something on and turning something off. So right now we're about to test it. I'm going to hit it again, and hold this. There it is. It's on steadily. Do it again, and there you go. Now you've tested it, and it's proven that it will work. It will keep something on and everything. Now the installation to the radio. There's my radio right there. Red wire to the radio and the ground to the radio. So yeah, I got a pretty good idea where I'm gonna put it and everything, and store it. So stay tuned.
Hi guys, eBowie here speaking. Wanted to show you this schematic that I was using for my on and off latch output with momentary pulse for my radio to come on and off with the click of my aux button. I just want to show you this right here. This is a button. You would not be needing this. You can use a button, but you will not be needing this for our alarm system. What you will be doing is you basically take the button off and use the light green 30 amp wire to connect to your Viper system or any kind of alarm system to your negative output. Do not add another ground to it. Leave this wire off. Here are the two diodes I was talking about that I was showing in my other showing with my real setup I have. They're covered in electrical tape. But yeah, these are the diodes you need to use. Also, I will post this link up here to the 12volt.com so you can look at like any other relays or any other setup of a relay you want to try your own experiments. And here's another way of doing the on and off momentary pulse. You can do it without diodes. And right here it's the same concept I just told you up here, but yeah, just wanted to clarify that so you know where to go to find that schematic and to be able to do the project I'm doing. This is eBowie speaking, over and out. Hey guys, just wanted to also show you where you need to go to get your vehicle wiring color code. First, use your favorite web browser and type in the 12 volt. Click the first link. Go to vehicle wiring, and then look for your maker model. Mine is Dodge, and that's not important. And now you go down, look for the year of your vehicle. I'm over a couple. I think I'm on 3. Yep. Wait. Yep. 96 Dodge Dakota. So if you look over here in the wiring information available, you'll see cruise control, car stereo, and alarm/remote start. Well, mine's alarm/remote start. So you click on it, and here you go. Here is all the different colors of your vehicle's wiring setup. Basically, what you do is you click on it, you save as the picture or something like that. Print it out, bring it to you to the vehicle, and check to see if the color code matches up to the sheet. And after that, you should be good to start testing each wiring to see which one you want to use to add a different feature to it. Alright, after this I'll be showing you where you need to go to get the Viper system guide that you need to use to find out which wire is which on the Viper system or your alarm system. So that'll be coming up next. Hi guys, I got one more thing I wanted to show you. Make sure that you also download the Viper, whatever your Viper system is or alarm system, quick reference guide. Yeah, you want to make sure you go to that, and let me show you right here so you will know. Okay, let me get to it. There's the Viper system, so you will know basically which connector is which, like remote start 10-pin harness, main 6-pin harness, door lock port, DD2 port, express kit, interface module. If you don't know what this is for cars who have transponder systems that won't allow you to turn over the key. Well, you need to have this so you can actually do the remote start. If you don't have this, you will not be able to do the remote start. Sensor 1 and bit writer, smart start port. And then here's the wire connection. This is important right here. This is your main harness. This is what basically turns on the alarm system. Make sure you follow the instructions of, like, red, which is a 12-volt DC constant input for your alarm system module. Black, chassis ground, and then brown is the siren output, parking light wire pin isolated to an onboard relay, and so on and so on. And then you got your H2 harness 24-pin connector, which tells you all the little different features your alarm system can do. Like I told you in my video, I was able to use my aux2, which is right here, connection, and I took that and was able to turn my radio on. And here are the rest of the connectors. And this keeps going on and on, explaining more things about the alarm system and what you need to watch out for and stuff like that. So just make sure you download the guide and you read it carefully and you know what you're doing.
Hi guys, E. Bowie here speaking. Just want to show you my success on setting up the turning on the radio off and on relay system. You can see that I put everything back up into the truck of my dash. There's a little wiring mess in there, but it's you can't see it down here, so it's nice and clean looking. Yeah, my seat's out because I wanted to make sure my amp was wired up right, and that everything was basically drilled down nice and tight. They can't, move. This can't move. But I did recently discover something that yeah, I have no more room underneath my dash, since I have my alarm system up in there and my four relays for my windows are up in there. This is where the 4 relays are for my windows. But yeah, so I decided, you know what, I'm just going to put it under my seat and do the wiring from there. One thing I was kind of scared of was I didn't have enough wiring. Luckily, I found this laying around in my truck that I can bring it all the way and tighten it, and yeah, and make it go through, back up in here into the dash. Yeah, there's my system and my amp. And yeah, so basically what I did was, here's the red wire to the yellow, and it goes into the amp, which the amp has power right now. And I know I told you to make sure that if you do go from a battery power to this, make sure it's fused. So since this is going to this is fused already. So I didn't have to worry about too much of that. And then plus my ground turns into the white, and it plugs into the negative right here. So yeah, I really had that all set up for me already right here for the negative and positive to give power to the relays. Now going to the negative trigger, which is white and turns into these two clear copper wires, goes all the way in there and goes into my alarm system right here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It works. It's simple, easy, and I'm going to show you my radio coming on. Remember, I have to hit the function button to get to a certain channel to my aux. So I have to hit it twice. So 1, 2, then you hit the aux. And I'm going to hit it again. And that's it. That's pretty much it. It's successfully just showing you guys that it works. Just making sure to clarify that I have no issues with my truck's power or nothing. And that's pretty much it. I appreciate y'all watching my video, and I will post probably more videos on certain projects I'm doing. My previous project I wanted to tell y'all too was that thinking about just getting a little small amp and do a splitter for the RCAs and put the amp underneath that seat right there, and pretty much putting two 6x9s back up in here and making my sounds better. I just gotta find a proper place to put them. I'm not 100% sure where to put them, but I'm thinking either up there or up there. It's maybe right here in the middle right there, but not 100% sure on that. But yeah, that's my next project I'm thinking about, and I guess I will videotape that and show it to you guys. This is E. Bauer speaking, over and out.